Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts. Open man is Atwell, complete. Down the left sideline.
And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he rifles one incomplete.
I can see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Eagles need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At their own 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Purdy looking to throw.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Purdy. And that went off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Wide open receiver, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 18-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scrambler to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're avoiding giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Going right back to Fant. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And down to the 28-yard line.
Another good play as they get 28 out of that one. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Hurts.
Got him in. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. 7-7, our score after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Hey, easy, 63, bang. Great, set, bang. Call up Yeti.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners' 16-yard line.
Hey, 73.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tutu Atwell. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Midfield, look out. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Great, set. Trimmer.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. The Eagles at 9-2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He'll try to do it himself.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing here, Purdy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alpha.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
To Barkley on the check down. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
63.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Great, set.
From the gun, it's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Dropping these balls while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here's Purdy.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Zone touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He's going deep for Brown. This one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party
started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there, 65 yards. And the 49ers have taken the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tutu Atwell there. And now it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. So the kick from here, a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
63.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and
Barkley again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott on for the extra point.
He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's brought down. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well.
Hands it off out of the gun. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Purdy now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Hey, 73.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is caught. It's Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 41 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
18-yard line.
Go Silver, ready? No touch that. No touch.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. 2nd and 7.
Hey, easy,
3-yard
53, back.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 7.
Somebody gotta do it. I'm in. Hey, somebody gotta do it. I tell you, hey, watch do it.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got it into last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. First down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hurts completing this one quickly. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 35-35.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
the gun. He'll hand this off.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Purdy on the sneak.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
A gain of 1. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it. Back to the line of scrimmage. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here's 1st and 10.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Great.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is Smith with a grab. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
This is 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Here comes 2nd down.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
For the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Eagles, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.